Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the most talked about modern US coins, the 2001 P. Liberty Sacagawea $1, featuring Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, and E Pluribus Unum. If you're searching for Sacagawea dollar value, 2001 P. Sacagawea coin errors, or rare US dollar coins to look for, you're in the right place. This iconic golden-colored dollar celebrates American history, Native American heritage, and bold modern minting, and some examples hide details collectors go crazy for. From mint marks and condition to striking quality and rumored varieties, we'll break down what really matters and how collectors evaluate this coin today. Whether you're a beginner, a serious numismatist, or just checking your pocket change, this video will help you understand why the 2001 P. Sacagawea dollar still sparks buzz in the coin world. Stay tuned, because the details you're about to see could change how you look at this dollar forever. Money back. The 2001 P. Liberty Sacagawea $1 coin carries a quiet intensity that pulls collectors in the moment they truly look at it. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint and bearing the powerful inscriptions Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, and E Pluribus Unum, this coin feels less like spare change and more like a sealed message from history. Its warm golden color and confident design give it an almost mystical presence, as if it was created to be overlooked at first and then rediscovered later by someone whose life is ready for change. On the front, Sacagawea stands timeless and unshaken, her gaze forward, her posture calm yet commanding. With her child held close, the image speaks of guidance, survival, and destiny, qualities that resonate deeply with collectors who believe coins carry energy as well as metal. The word liberty above her is not decorative, it feels earned. Nearby, In God We Trust quietly reinforces the belief that some things come into our hands for a reason, even if we don't understand that reason at first. The reverse of the 2001 P. Sacagawea dollar completes the story with the soaring eagle and E Pluribus Unum, a phrase that speaks of many becoming one. This side of the coin feels powerful, almost symbolic of how ordinary moments can unite into something extraordinary. The Philadelphia Mint mark may appear modest compared to others, but that simplicity is exactly what makes certain examples of this coin so intriguing. Hidden among the ordinary are pieces that stand apart in strike, finish, and preservation. What makes this coin the subject of so much fascination is not noise or hype, it is potential. Over the years, stories have grown around specific Sacagawea dollars that surfaced unexpectedly, stunning their owners with how much attention they attracted from collectors. In the coin world, attention is everything. When collectors focus on a single year and mint, values can rise rapidly, driven not just by rarity but by desire, narrative, and timing. The 2001 P issue exists in large numbers, yet that does not weaken its power. Instead, it creates a paradox where the truly exceptional pieces become almost legendary. Coins with flawless surfaces, sharp details, and untouched brilliance feel like survivors from a different timeline. These are the coins that spark whispers, that make people pause and say, "This one feels different." And sometimes, that feeling is exactly what sets a coin apart from the rest. There is something deeply thrilling about the idea that a life-changing object could already be in your possession. A dollar that once passed casually from hand to hand may now sit quietly, waiting for the right moment. The Sacagawea dollar is especially known for this kind of suspense. It does not scream for attention. It waits patiently, testing whether its owner sees only money or possibility. Collectors often say that certain coins choose their owners. The 2001 P. Sacagawea dollar fits that belief perfectly. Its story is tied to exploration, courage, and trust in the unknown. Those same themes echo in the journeys of people who stumble into unexpected fortune. That's why many believe spending such a coin too quickly is like closing a door before seeing what's behind it. As time moves forward, untouched examples grow fewer. Where erases details, circulation dulls surfaces, and the number of coins that still look new shrinks year after year. This slow disappearance feeds desire. Desire feeds competition. And competition is what transforms an ordinary object into something people are willing to chase relentlessly. The magic of this coin lies not in loud promises, but in quiet possibility. It reminds us that history does not always arrive wrapped in drama. Sometimes it comes disguised as something small and familiar. A single dollar. A simple design. A moment of curiosity. And then, everything changes. So if you ever hold a 2001 P. Liberty Sacagawea $1, pause before letting it go. Feel its weight. Look at its details. Remember that fortunes have begun with far less. This coin represents more than currency. It represents the idea that destiny can hide in plain sight, waiting for the moment when belief, patience, and discovery finally meet. The 2000 P. Liberty Sacagawea $1 coin is one of those mysterious modern coins that feels ordinary until the moment you truly understand what you're holding. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint and carrying the proud P mint mark, this golden-colored dollar arrived at the turn of a new millennium, a symbolic moment when history, hope, and future collided. With Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, and E Pluribus Unum engraved into its surface, this coin feels like a promise sealed in metal. To some, it's just a dollar. To those who see deeper, it is a quiet powerhouse with the potential to transform destiny. On the front of the coin stands Sacagawea, calm, strong, and timeless, carrying her child as if she is guiding not just explorers, but generations. Her gaze is steady, almost knowing, as though she understands that this coin will travel far, pass through countless hands, and still carry meaning long after. The word liberty above her is more than text. It feels alive, reminding the holder that freedom and fortune often rise together. The phrase "In God We Trust" adds a spiritual weight, suggesting that belief, patience, and timing are inseparable from great rewards. The reverse side tells a story of unity and strength through E Pluribus Unum, meaning, out of many, one. This phrase perfectly matches the moment this coin was born, the year 2000, when the world stepped into a new era. The design feels bold yet balanced, like a seal of endurance. It represents a nation built from many paths, many hands, many dreams, all pressed into a single shining dollar. That symbolism alone gives this coin an energy that collectors feel the instant they hold it. What makes the 2000 P Sacagawea dollar so fascinating is not loud rarity, but hidden potential. Among the millions minted, there exist special examples. Coins struck with extraordinary sharpness, coins preserved untouched, coins that feel almost flawless. These are the pieces that ignite desire among collectors. Over time, coins like these separate themselves from the ordinary, and when that happens, value doesn't rise slowly, it jumps. That is how overnight legends are born in the world of coins. There is something powerful about knowing a fortune does not always come wrapped in luxury. Sometimes it comes disguised as pocket change. This coin could be sitting quietly in a drawer, passed down unknowingly, or resting in a collection without its full story being told. Yet its presence is patient. Coins do not rush. They wait for the right moment, the right market, the right eyes. When that moment arrives, even a modern dollar can command attention that feels unreal. Collectors are drawn to this coin not just for money, but for meaning. It represents the honoring of Native American heritage, the strength of motherhood, and the courage to guide others through uncertainty. That emotional gravity gives the 2000 P Sacagawea dollar a soul that numbers alone cannot explain. Coins with soul are the ones that endure, and endurance is what builds legendary value over time. As years pass, pristine examples of this coin become harder to find. Each scratch, each careless exchange, removes another perfect piece from existence. Scarcity grows silently. Demand follows slowly, then suddenly. When collectors realize fewer untouched coins remain, competition intensifies, and prices respond sharply. This is how a coin that once felt common begins to feel unreachable, and that shift is where fortunes are made. Imagine holding this coin and realizing it survived decades untouched, carrying its original brilliance. That realization alone is electric. It's the moment when curiosity turns into excitement, and excitement turns into belief. Coins have always rewarded patience more than speed. Those who rush spend them. Those who wait study them. Those who understand them sometimes change their lives because of them. The 2000 P Liberty Sacagawea $1 coin teaches a quiet but powerful lesson. Value does not always shout. Sometimes it whispers. Sometimes it hides behind familiarity. Sometimes it waits for the world to catch up to what it already is. This coin carries history, symbolism, and possibility in a way few modern coins ever do. So if this coin ever comes into your hands, don't dismiss it. Don't rush to trade it away. Look at it closely. Feel its weight. Respect its story. Because what seems like a simple dollar may hold the power to rewrite your fortune. The 2000 P Sacagawea $1 is not just money. It is a reminder that life-changing opportunity can exist where you least expect it, waiting quietly for the right moment to shine. The 2000 D Liberty Sacagawea $1 coin arrives wrapped in mystery, hope, and the kind of legend that fuels every great collector's dream. At first touch, it feels like ordinary pocket change, yet the moment you slow down and truly look, the story begins to unfold. The warm golden tone, the sharp Denver D mint mark, and the powerful national words E pluribus unum and I in God we trust give this coin an authority that feels far bigger than its size. This is the kind of coin people overlook every day. Yet history has shown that overlooked objects are often the ones that rewrite destinies. On the front, Sacagawea's image is calm but commanding, a portrait filled with quiet strength. She does not demand attention, she earns it. Her gaze feels timeless, as if she understands the weight of journeys, risk, and reward. The word liberty floats above her like a promise rather than a label, while I in God we trust grounds the coin in belief that faith, patience, and vision can turn something small into something life-changing. This design alone makes the coin feel symbolic, like it was created to represent opportunity hiding in plain sight. The year 2000 carries its own kind of magic. It marked a turning point, a new millennium, a reset for the world, and coins minted in moments like that often gain emotional gravity over time. Add the Denver mint mark, and suddenly this dollar feels more personal, more deliberate. It becomes a marker of an era when the future felt wide open. For collectors and dreamers alike, that emotional connection is often what transforms a coin from metal into meaning. The reverse side deepens the intrigue with E pluribus unum, a phrase that speaks of unity, strength, and many becoming one. It's more than a motto, it's a philosophy stamped into history. When collectors talk about powerful coins, they often talk about how a design feels, not just how it looks. This coin feels complete, balanced, and intentional, as though it was meant to be kept, not spent. What fuels the legend of the 2000 D Sacagawea dollar is not loud publicity, but quiet scarcity of exceptional examples. Among countless ordinary strikes, there exist coins with extraordinary presence, unusually sharp details, flawless surfaces, or subtle mint characteristics that separate them from the rest. These are the coins that spark whispers, late-night searches, and sudden excitement. In the world of collecting, it only takes a small difference to create a massive gap in desirability. There is something almost cinematic about the idea that a single dollar could hold the seed of a fortune. A coin resting unnoticed in a drawer, a purse, or a forgotten box has the potential to become a turning point. That possibility alone gives the 2000 D Sacagawea dollar its electric energy. It reminds people that wealth does not always announce itself, it waits for recognition. Stories surrounding coins like this spread because they tap into a universal hope that life-changing moments can come from unexpected places. Collectors chase not just value, but the thrill of discovery, the moment when curiosity turns into certainty. The Sacagawea dollar fits perfectly into that narrative. It is modern enough to be familiar, yet special enough to feel rare when seen through the right lens. Over time, coins from everyday circulation quietly disappear. They get damaged, lost, or spent without thought. What remains are fewer and fewer well-preserved examples, and that natural thinning creates desire. Desire leads to competition, and competition is where values climb. This slow transformation is how ordinary objects gain extraordinary reputations. The 2000 D Sacagawea dollar lives inside that process, growing more intriguing as years pass. Holding this coin can feel like holding a question rather than an answer. Is this just a dollar, or is it something more? That uncertainty is powerful. It invites patience, research, and respect. Many who rush to spend never realize what they had. Those who pause, who sense the weight of history and possibility, are the ones who keep doors open to unexpected futures. The 2000 D Liberty Sacagawea $1 coin stands as a reminder that fortune favors awareness. It tells a quiet story of unity, belief, and hidden potential. If this coin ever crosses your path, don't treat it lightly. Look at it. Feel it. Let it remind you that sometimes the smallest objects carry the loudest promises, and that a single dollar, held at the right moment, can feel like the beginning of something far greater. The 2002 D Liberty Sacagawea $1 coin carries a quiet drama that most people never notice. At first touch it feels ordinary, almost weightless in meaning, yet within its golden surface lives a story of mystery, rarity, and possibility. Struck in Denver and marked with a D mint mark, This coin belongs to a generation of dollars that passed through hands quickly, spent without thought, and forgotten just as fast. That forgetfulness is exactly what gives this coin its aura today, because history shows that the most powerful fortunes are born from what the world once ignored. On the front of the coin, Sacagawea stands frozen in time, strong and calm, carrying her child as if carrying the future itself. The word liberty floats above her like a promise that never fades, while I in God we trust rests quietly nearby, giving the design a sense of destiny. Around the edge, E pluribus unum speaks of unity, many becoming one, just as countless ordinary coins can produce a single extraordinary survivor. The image is not loud, but it is deeply symbolic, and that symbolism is what collectors feel before they ever talk about money. The year 2002 is special because it sits in a moment when these dollar coins were produced but not truly embraced by daily life. Many were stored, many were mishandled, and many were lost forever. What remains today are coins that have traveled different paths, and among them are rare survivors with exceptional strikes, unusual surfaces, or subtle mint characteristics that separate them from the rest. These differences are invisible to careless eyes but powerful enough to transform value when discovered. What makes people whisper about unimaginable worth is not the coin alone, but the stories attached to it. Stories of collectors who searched for years to find one flawless example. Stories of unexpected discoveries where a simple dollar revealed something extraordinary under close inspection. In the world of coins, value often arrives suddenly, like lightning, turning patience into reward. That possibility is what makes the 2002 Sacagawea dollar feel alive, as if it is waiting for the right moment to reveal its true identity. This coin also carries emotional weight. It honors a woman who guided others through unknown territory, a symbol of leadership without recognition. That theme mirrors the coin's own journey, circulating quietly, underestimated, yet holding the potential to guide its owner toward opportunity. When collectors speak about coins like this, they don't just talk about price. They talk about feeling, instinct, and timing. Those elements cannot be measured, but they often decide everything. In today's market, imagination plays a powerful role. Coins become legends not only because of metal and mint marks, but because of belief. The belief that rarity can still be hiding in plain sight. The belief that history still rewards the curious. The belief that something small can carry massive potential. This belief fuels demand, and demand is what causes prices to rise beyond expectations, sometimes faster than anyone predicts. There is also a sense of urgency attached to coins like the 2002 Sacagawea dollar. Every year, fewer high-quality examples remain untouched. Time is never kind to circulating coins, and survival itself becomes a form of rarity. When survival meets beauty, and beauty meets history, the result is desire. Desire is the engine that drives collectors to pay astonishing sums for the right coin at the right moment. Holding this coin can feel strangely powerful. It is not just metal, it is a question. A question about what might be possible. A question about whether fortune has already passed through your hands without you knowing. Many of the world's great discoveries happened because someone paused instead of rushing forward. This coin invites that pause, that second look, that moment of curiosity where everything can change. The idea that a single dollar could reshape a future is what makes stories like this endure. Whether resting in a collection, hidden in a drawer, or waiting to be discovered, the 2002 Liberty Sacagawea $1 coin represents potential more than certainty. And potential is often more powerful than guaranteed wealth, because it inspires action, learning, and hope. So if you ever encounter this coin, do not treat it lightly. Do not dismiss it as ordinary. Look at it as a symbol of hidden value, of patience rewarded, of fortune that does not announce itself loudly. The 2002 Sacagawea $1 reminds us that sometimes the smallest things carry the biggest dreams, and that destiny often hides behind what we already own.